Hey there, my Tyler Perry Oval fans. It's your girl, Barbie J, here with Season 4, Episode 4, Wicked. And the only person that's wicked up in here right now is looking like it's, it looked like it's Victoria, Eli, Kyle, Donald. Oh my God, the wickedness never ends, does it, y'all? Oof. Anyway, I thought this episode was silly. It was like blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe this is what they call a filler episode. Anyway, let me go on with this recap because I need to go to bed. This was just so... I just came from singing at what was that? We went a vigil for our pastor who passed away, Reverend Calvin Otis Butts III. And it's just, my mood is kind of melancholy. It's kind of But this episode didn't do anything to help it, I tell you. I was hoping for something exciting to happen, maybe stop me from thinking about, but it didn't do it. Anyway, let me go on with this. We got Victoria and Eli are finishing up having sexual relations or whatever. Discussing how long they got to keep up this charade, and Victoria mentioning how would it look if they divorced their spouses and then married each other. And then she said something about the amount of money they will get when they leave the White House. And I'm like, what is that? Does anybody know what she's talking about, the amount of money they're going to get when they leave? Then he mentioned they have some issues. And he said Priscilla, like she was the issue. And Victoria's like, and I'm like, what is that all about? I don't know what's happening here. Victoria says she was only messing with Sam because Eli could never make time for her and she needed to get it from somewhere, but when she heard that he had got shot, she was concerned. And Eli was like, why are you so concerned? He said, he said, are you into him or something like that? He asked her, and she's like, no, because he's short. I was like, girl, please. But she said he was a lot of fun. He was fun. Anyway, she said, they also said something about what they're doing is risky and that they have to, play this right. I don't know what they playing right. But then Victoria said she hated Hunter. And when he said he had to hurry up and get back to Simone, he said, oh, F her, she said. I was like, dag. Anyway, then we got Hunter. He learns that Victoria had Jason cremated, so they didn't have an autopsy done. And Hunter's like, what? He is like livid right now. So Hunter tells the doctor, when the doctor said we have this toxicology report, he might look at. Hunter says he wants a copy of the toxicology report that they had on Jason and to see what he died from. And the doctor was like, oh, it was from the fall. So then the doctor tried to take these pills that from Hunter. They were sitting on the table and he took them because they're very strong. But Hunter's like popping these things. And Hunter's like, but I'm strong too. So when he tried to grab those pills, Hunter stopped him and took them back. Then we got Max and Bobby. They're outside of Donald's house watching, and they're doing just too much damn talking for me. I don't know about y'all, but it was too much talking and arguing. And then Max, I'm like, wait a minute, what happened at the end of the other episode? I thought his Kyle had his child or something was gonna get him, but Max said that he tells Bobby that Kyle got out and that he was lying about his family and son, that they're all secure. So I guess Kyle was just trying to scare him. Now we got Dale and Alan standing outside of their tent, and they're wondering where the freak is Kareem, and they have no idea where they are. And Alan is being an ass, yelling at Dale for everything about how well does he know Kareem, and he said he's my boss, and he's like, where are they? Do you know where we are? Take your SIM card out your phone, because he was going to call for food delivery or something. I don't know what it was. And then it's like, why is Donald after him? I don't want to know why Donald is after Dale. And Dale's like, I don't know. And so Dale shares a little bit about Kyle, and then Dale go, hello, do you see who I am? Like, I don't want her because he thought she might want the woman. And he's like, hello, do you see who I am? Like, you got a girl here. And Alan's like, my gaydar is usually on point. You know what? You're an ass. That's why your gaydar is off point. Anyway, we got Simone. She asked Sharon and Nancy how did they sleep and if they wanted breakfast. And Nancy's concerned that Richard has not come back yet. And Sharon and Simone, Nancy go to call Richard, and Sharon and Simone have a little sister-to-sister talk about Sharon wanting to get her life back because she's sick of Hunter bothering her. And Simone is telling her, letting her know that they're working on it and they're going to try to, she'll have her life back soon. They got things in play. Anyway, meanwhile, Nancy, she's talking to Richard on the phone, and he tells her that he could not find Barry and that he just got to the hospital to see Sam. So he goes into the room, and Priscilla's sitting there while Sam sleeps, and then she tells Richard that Sam was paranoid and thought the nurse was trying to kill him. And and then Richard helps Sam get out of bed, letting Priscilla know that he's a soldier. And she's saying, no, what are y'all, crazy? But Richard's like, he's helping him up and saying, we have to get to the vice president. And while doing that, Sam whispers to him and asks Richard, did he see the package? And Richard said yes, and he asked, did he tell anyone? And he said no. So now we see Donald. He's dressed for work in his suit and everything, looking good, while Lily is still strapped to that gurney, and he's laughing, asking her, where's Bobby? And she starts with the, what did I do to you? Why do you hate me? You know, she's trying to play that. And he said, look, you could have had a good life with me. And she said he doesn't love her anymore. And he said, no, I don't love you anymore. I love Kyle. And he wanted to know where she was going. When she said because she took all the money. She said, I didn't take your money. I just took only mine. And he said, so you just was going to leave? She said, I just wanted to get away. And he wanted to know where was she going. And she said it didn't matter. She knew he would find her. And he said, you got that right. And so, you know, Lily was begging Donald, you know, to get her some help, get her unstrapped from that gurney. But all he did was kiss her on the lips at that and left her and went to work. I said, he is nasty. I'm telling you, they all wicked. Then Max goes back to see the VP without Bobby, and the VP tells him to go back and get him before he jeopardizes the whole operation. Max said they had too many guys there last night, so he couldn't get Lily, and the VP said to tell Bobby that he'll take care of it. So then Max leaves, and then Simone walks in and talks to Eli, and she's asking him questions, and then he says that we made a mistake, and that last night he got evidence on video that the son did everything, meaning killing Jean and the mistress, and he's saying he has solid intel that the agent shooting didn't go down as they thought either. So Simone is like, this was our shot. What are we going to do? Because we have all these people coming to us asking for help. And Eli said, we're just going to have to tell them the truth. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Then we see Jason. He's in that bed, and he gets out, sneaks out, and he gets some sort of knife off of the mantle, and he gets back into bed. The guy who has him tells Jason that he's being protected by him. And as they were talking, the guy reached out his hand because he told Jason, give me the knife. And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. Jason kept trying to play dumb. The guy said, look, I know you got the knife. Put it back. You know, I'm like, Jason, this guy is the one that's protecting you. What is wrong with you? But I guess he doesn't really know who he is. But what you going to do? You by yourself, fool. Then he walked out of the room, and Jason got up out of that bed and put the knife back. So now we got Victoria. She's in the bathroom getting spruced up, and Hunter's walks in and wondering why she is humming and saying it's going to be a good day. And Hunter's like, your son is dead. And he said all Jason needed was some help. And she called Jason a simple mother effer. I was like, oh, tell me he jumped off the roof, his dumb self. Then he asked her to get out of the bathroom so he can shower. And she said, why don't you go use Jason's room? He's not using it. I was like, wow, she is a witch and a bitch. You know, it's crazy. Then Kyle shows up to the White House, and he's asking about Sam and where his whereabouts. And then he sends Alonzo, because he asked Alonzo first, and he sends Alonzo away to do something for him, and then asks another Secret Service guy, this guy Kane. We saw him last week as well, talking to Alonzo. So he said, has he seen Sam? And he told him they got a message that Sam's taking a few vacation days. So he told Kane to find out where Sam is and not to tell anyone. So Kane leaves out, and then Alonzo comes back and hands Kyle a folder. Then Kyle walks out, and Alonzo calls Priscilla and tells her that Kyle is looking for Sam and that he sent Kane to track Sam. So she tells him not to talk on the phone in the command center, and they'll talk later after they all speak to the VP. And she tells him she is following Richard and Sam now. I guess she's driving her car. So now we have Sam and Richard. They're in a car heading to see the VP. And Sam is pissed at Kyle, saying that bastard shot me and I want his head. And then I was like, oh, look at calm Sam wanting somebody's head. Then, ooh, that sounded dirty. then, then Richard asked Sam, how did he get Jason out of the hospital? And Sam mentioned someone named David, who is like someone he can trust. And also we learned that Sam hasn't even told the VP what he did with removing Jason from the hospital. So Richard tells Sam he can't find Barry, and Sam said he'll try to track his cell phone. Then we have Kyle. He walks into Donald's office and they have an awkward conversation. And he's like, aren't you going to give me a hug? And then Kyle tries to hug Donald, but he grabs where he got shot. And I guess them pain pills are wearing off because Donald was feeling it. And Kyle thought it was Sam and Bobby talking about, I'm going to get them. But Donald told him it was Lily. And Donald also said that if Lily wanted to kill him, she would have, because she's a great shot. Because Kyle was like, I'll kill that biatch, for shooting you. But he said, you can't kill Lily, and then said she has some pieces of a puzzle that she sent out to the press, and it could take Donald down if she dies. So Kyle doesn't believe it, but Donald tells him he's not taking any chance and that Lily is off limits to him. He said, I can't kill her, no, neither can you. He said, but what you need to do is find Sam for me. But Kyle looked like he was like reluctant and didn't want to do that anyway. And it ended with the doctor coming back to see Hunter with the toxicology report. And he said they checked Jason's blood type and it didn't match either of them. It didn't match the wife or the Victoria or Hunter. And he asked, did they adopt him? And Hunter's like, what? Did my wife cheat on me? Because I saw him come out of her for JJ. The doctor said, no, it can't be hers either. So they're having a DNA test run. And he added whoever that was in the bed, it wasn't their son. So now we got to find out, where's Jason? And that was it for this episode. That was my recap. I hope I made it a little bit more exciting than what it was. Anyway, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed as of yet. Hit the notification bell, let you know every time I upload a new video. Hit the thumbs up, like button, write a comment, and share. It's your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.